Morning, Max. Morning, morning. Oh dear. I'm having a mare. I am having a mare. Everything is against me. Do you know what? I don't understand how this happens every day. I don't understand how this happens every day. Every day, I can never start at 9 o'clock. I think there's been one day in about the last 3 weeks where I've started at 9 o'clock. I've just had... Anyway, how you doing, Max? How's it going? Are you well? We've got a little bit of a wave. Hello. Oh dear. Right. What was I doing last time I was streaming? Can't remember what artwork I did on Tuesday. Oh, it was the Rat Kings thing, wasn't it? I was trying to work out that shoulder pad. Yeah, we're not going back to that shoulder pad today. Screw that. Screw that. Oh, you're doing great. There's a big storm here and the temp's gone down a lot. Nice. Nice. I'm guessing then, because kind of like we had a storm 4 days ago. In fact, this might fit perfectly. This might all be the same storm, because I think like we had a storm. It was either like Sunday night or Monday. I can't remember which day it was now. But then Yana had the storm on Tuesday, I think it was. And then there's been a couple of days, and now you're having the storm. So I think it was. I'm gonna throw out a guess that it's the same storm just moving across. Anyway. Where is... Yeah, okay. I want that. I want that on a different screen. I do keep meaning. Okay, I realise you can't see what I'm talking about. There's something I've been thinking about digitising. One of my old pencil works that I'm thinking about digitising. Now, what else is there? So last week we looked at some mushroom stuff. We looked at some mushroom bits. And then let's grab that. A stalking storm. Yes, it is. It is intentionally just trying to get everyone in chat. Oh wait, YouTube. Do do do. Oh, if YouTube... Wait, why are you logged into something else entirely? What? What? What's going on with my YouTube? Oh, shit. Oh, no. No. No, I need you. Hang on. What? My YouTube. Why have you done this to me? YouTube? No. No, other accounts. What's happened? What's going on, buddy? What's going on? Why? Hang on. One moment, please, caller. Oh no, you swapped. You douche canoe. You douche canoe. Right, hang on. Oh, that means you're this password, doesn't it? Oh, why? Why? Okay. At least I know what's going wrong. At least I know what's going wrong. Okay, so I had a problem before. Mate, just yeah. No, that's my pin. No. Just, oh, mate. You know what I said today was being a mayor? It's not gone away yet. Oh my god, just stop it. Stop it. What are you doing to me right now? Oh. Okay, so I had a problem. I'm going to explain now. I was going to explain later, but I'm going to explain now instead. So on Tuesday, I had a bit of a problem. I've got my stream set up in a particular way, and the way I have my stream set up. Are you now going to let me switch to the account? No, you still don't recognize the account. I hate you. I hate you, internet. So on... No. Just let me log in. Just let me log in. Oh my god. One thing. One button. One button is all it takes, and then it ruins everything. Then it ruins everything. Right. Hang on. I'm nearly back where I want to be. Edit video. Come on. Just all I want to do is turn off the chat on YouTube. That's all I'm trying to do right now. Is that off now? Can I just go back to a normal life? The more I use this restream thing, like it's meant to be a really useful thing, and it's just causing me problems. Right, so YouTube sorted. We can talk again. Now I need a drink. So on Tuesday, in fact no, prior to Tuesday, I had the stream set up so that the music doesn't go to the VOD. And not having the music going to the VOD stops a lot of issues. Because that's, you know, if you inadvertently play something that's DMCA, it gets picked up in the VODs. So I had the music not go to the VODs. And that can, you know, that used to apply to, like, I had little sound clips on my soundboard, you know, which were like, say, like 5 seconds long. They would trigger copyright strikes and stuff. So it was kind of, I mean, I've moved away from most of them now, but it just feels safer just to not have things going to the VOD. And that's how I've had Twitch set up for the 3 years, for like nearly 3 years, because I didn't do it at the beginning. I just didn't realize at the beginning. So I'll say for 2 years. For 2 years, I've had it so that none of the, except for my voice, nothing else goes to the VOD. And that's been the way it's been. But I've also very much got into the habit of, like, you know, the music that I play is just music from games, so that, you know, so that there's no DMCA. And it don't, you know, like the music we're listening to now, there's no DMCA for this. It's just a computer game soundtrack, and it's, you know, relatively decent music. And that's all been fine. And I kind of just have also, and so I've never had any problems with copyright for a long time, and but I've always just left the settings in place. I just left the settings in place because, you know, there was no reason to get rid of them. So it was fine. And then I switched to Restream, and so now I go through Restream, and I didn't even think about it at the time. Didn't even think when I switched to Restream. But it also didn't matter because I was using computer game music. So I wasn't doing it, you know, the stuff was DMCA free anyway. and I switched to Restream and just didn't even think about the music going to the VODs. And then on Tuesday, I just decided to listen to some non-game music. I was listening to some non-game music on Tuesday. For anyone who was here and was like, I don't know what that was from. It wasn't from a game. I just decided to listen to some non-game music.
A new challenger has entered the arena.
Twitch was not happy.
Prismatic Queen just followed.
Prismatic Queen, thank you very much for the follow. Twitch was not happy. Within moments, Twitch, I was like, what's gone wrong there? And then YouTube, but YouTube didn't flag up, and I was like, oh, this must be a problem with Twitch, because YouTube didn't flag up, and I was like, okay, something must have gone wrong with Twitch, because I don't understand what's going on, because I don't have music going to my VODs. I don't have music going to my VODs, so it's fine. And then YouTube came back about 10 minutes later with an email going, your video has been restricted in many countries and the copyright owner will be taking all your revenue. And it's like, well, there's no revenue on YouTube anyway, so that's fine. And then I went into my settings, and it turns out that Restream overwrites the settings. In fact, when I say overwrites, Restream doesn't have the option of separating out your audio. So for the last however many weeks I've been using Restream, all my audio's been going into the VODs, even though I didn't want it to. Anyway, so I was trying to figure that out yesterday, which means I was flicking around with the settings in OBS. But flicking around with the settings in OBS logs you out. Even if you just go into look, you don't have to apply anything. You don't have to hit apply on anything. It's just flicking around the settings logs you out of the systems. And then this morning, I wanted to start stream, to which it was like, oh no, we're not doing that. We're not doing that because you're logged out of everything. I just want to start the stream. And now, trying to get it all logged back in, I've now noticed I've done it so quickly that I've gone and changed a password on something I didn't mean to change the password on. Just bloody things going wrong. Anyway, we'll try and do some sketching today. We'll try and do something sketch-wise. But yeah, very frustrating. Very, very frustrating. In fact, tell you what we'll do. Tell you what we'll work on today. Let's see if we can make some progress on this. So after this stream, after today's stream, I need to go back and sort out that password. Bloody thing. Why is this not loading up? Load up faster. Thank you. Load up faster. Right. Right, so things I said I wanted to do with this. Oh, where is this layer? Oh, wait, no, is this layer quite high level? That would make sense. That would make sense. Where I've put this. Oh, that's not the brush I've got selected. Can we not do that again? Thank you. Anyway, so yeah, they're just, I don't know what it is. There just always seems to be something that stops me starting stream on time. And today was Restream's turn. Bar that, Restream's been great. And yeah, sorry, Max, you were saying, yeah, if you've got the bandwidth, probably better off streaming to both Twitch and YouTube. I don't know. Do you know what? I should have the bandwidth. I should. But whenever I'm streaming, Twitch says I don't have enough bandwidth. Twitch is always saying, like, my upload is very dodgy. So I don't actually know if I do have the bandwidth. I should. Like, I've got fiber, so there shouldn't be an issue. Plus, if from what I've heard, trying to run two instances of OBS at the same time can be quite a bit unstable, shall we say? Shall we say unstable? I'll say unstable. And I've said it now. So I'm not confident in how well that would work. And Restream's been great. It's just I didn't realise it was so limited on the audio. Now I know it's limited on the audio. I don't really that's not a major problem. Like I say, I mostly just listen to game music anyway, so that's not a huge issue. I just didn't realise it had overwritten. I didn't realise it had overwritten my settings. That was all. But coming back to what we were talking about before, Max, the storm thing. Unfortunately, I say this unfortunately because I really like storms. If people don't like storms, then it was probably great. But I was a little bit disappointed with the storms here because I really like storms, and all we got where I live was literally just one flash of lightning, one rumble of thunder, and then just a lot of rain. I didn't get a lot of thunder and lightning, and I love thunder and lightning. Big fan. Big fan. So I was a bit disappointed with what we got. So, if you like storms, I hope you're getting a lot more where you are. There's the hair. There's the cart. Yana, good morning. Good morning, good morning. You like thunder and lightning until you remember you don't have a UPS on your PC. You turn it off. Yeah, I do have a surge protector. I have a surge protector on my PC, so yeah, that would probably be frustrating as well if I had to turn off the PC every time there was like any risk of stormage. You only remember about it when you hear thunder, then you immediately forget after the storm. So this has been happening for years, and every time the storm happens, you're just like, I really should fix this. I really should sort this. Then the next day, you're just like, do 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 do. And for anyone who's not seen it, there is a game vote up at the moment on Discord. Just for tomorrow. Just for whatever tomorrow's stream's going to be. Just because we've got a couple of options. Not sure exactly how I'm going to make it work. Not sure exactly how I'm going to make it work. I've really enjoyed War Tales, playing War Tales off stream, and it's but it's definitely one that I think is longer than a single stream. But I'm also only streaming gaming one day a week. This is what I was talking about earlier in the week. I kind of need to while gaming's not really meant to be the main thing of the channel, it's also really difficult to adequately look at a game with just one stream a week. Unfortunately, I was saying yesterday, I wanted Tuesday. Tuesday, I was supposed to be spending some time looking at kind of like trying to make some space, rearranging this room, just so it was a bit more streaming friendly. That unfortunately went out the window because I like some kind of like Sod's Law type thing. Kind of, it's a good way though. It was a good way, Sod's Law, but equally it was Sod's Law. Like obviously on Tuesday I talked about how I'm going to do all this. I've got this plan where I'm going to do these things. I'm going to sort these things out for the stream, and then by Tuesday afternoon, like right after lunch. I got a call kind of going, oh, this client needs this thing last minute. So it's kind of, I got some extra work, which is good because extra work is money. But it was also kind of like, oh man, I'm never going to get to actually sorting out other things. On the plus side though, I made the decision that the extra money paid for Space Marine 2. Because it was money that wasn't really part of my budget. Like, my budget's already covered. So this was just going to be purely extra cash. And I was like, you know what, fuck it. I'm gonna get Space Marine 2. But what it did mean was I didn't get round to sorting out rearranging this room. I've still been having a bit of a look around and thinking how I could do it. To get a bit more space around the desk, make it a bit more streamy friendly, so that I can actually get back to having some afternoon gaming streams. Which I think I needed. If I want to cover the streams adequately. Cover the games adequately. Words are such a fluid thing in terms of their meaning. Anyway. Morning, Boreas. Good morning. How's my progress in War Tales? War Tales, my second playthrough is still going. Adaptive is tricky. Adaptive is definitely tricky. While the playthrough seems to be going well, I don't know how long this playthrough is going to last, because adaptive throws in curveballs that I can't really plan for. It's a lot more aggressive. It's a much more aggressive game playing adaptive. And I don't know if you found it in your playthrough, but the enemy in mine has just become obsessed with using fire. And it's kind of... I feel like the amount that fire is used in this game, the fire mechanic is used in game by the AI. I could do with them I almost feel like the fire mechanic needs removing, because it's so disruptive. Like nothing, I don't think anything else in the game is as disruptive as the fire mechanic. But you know, I mean, it's I'm still getting through the game. I'm still getting through the game. It's just, it's very. I say I just find it quite a disruptive mechanic. I don't know. Not to the degree of like going, I don't want to play, because I'm still really enjoying the game. But it's a mechanic that just like the AI just is like, I'm going to set your entire side of the map on fire just every time now. Bombers will always go early and set fire usually. Yes, yeah. And I suppose part of the problem is it's my own fault for it. To a degree, it's my own fault because I am leaning into mechanics of the game that require my characters to be close to each other. So I suppose there could be the argument that it's my own fault. But I've got a lot of I think I've got 3 now, but I had 2 archers. I've had 2 archers since early game. And I use to generate valor. Generate valor, I've got them with the skill of if you're near another unit and you're not engaged, you gain valor. So I always have those two next to each other. And my melee units, and your melee units benefit from being near each other as well, especially when you're doing things like the captain and lieutenant skills. More specifically, the lieutenant skill. The captain one's a bit broader. But yeah, just the enemy. Start of every round, fire everywhere. And also, I don't know, I think I would prefer it. I think one thing that could do with changing on the fire mechanic is the way the fire spreads could be a little less brutal. Like, just the whole thing of if a character that's on fire stops next to another character, they automatically set that one on fire. I feel like that needs to be a bit more RNG of there's a possibility of you setting the other person on fire, because that just, God, fire just goes everywhere. And then the weird thing as well with like the fire mechanic is I first kind of was like confused by the fire mechanic and I avoided using it on my units. I had a character that in their offhand they had a torch, and I used the torch as a weapon and set fire to the thing they were fighting, not realizing that as soon as I set fire to the thing they were fighting, I think they were like fighting like a boar or something, and I just swept the boar and set it on fire. But because I ended my turn next to the boar, I was then set on fire, and I'm just like, come on. It feels like it needs tweaking. I don't know how long the fire mechanic's been there, so this might have been a debate that's gone back and forth on this game loads, and this is what's been decided to be the best thing. But yeah, I feel like it needs tweaking. And I think, and I think it is. It's the fire spread. It's not even that the enemy at the beginning, like launching arrows and setting people on fire. I think I would be okay if the fire spread mechanic wasn't so aggressive. I think that would be it. I think that's probably the bit that needs tweaking. The fire spread is just too aggressive. Because you also have the problem of you can put the fire out, but to put the fire out, you have to go next to the character, which, if you've got multiple characters on fire, means that you might run in to set to like put out the flames, but you've had to run next to another character that's on fire, which means you then end up on fire because I appreciate fire is meant to be disruptive. I understand that fire is meant to be disruptive, and it is very do you know what? Fire being disruptive is it's absolutely achieved it in War Tales. It's absolutely achieved it in War Tales. War Tales is fire is very disruptive. But part of that, I'm really enjoying it. Because I'm on adaptive. I've done the main area a lot slower. I've been doing it a lot slower. And that's not through choice. That's not through choice. That's because adaptive is a lot more brutal. So I've got no idea when I'm going to start looking at the other areas. I did grab the pirate ship. I had a little bit of a play around with the pirate ship as well, which is a DLC. So I don't feel like that's a spoiler because the DLC I think is literally called Pirate Ship. And then one of the other bits and so this is another bit that I would say probably counts against adaptive, is when I was saying that I'm doing things a lot slower, and it's not through choice, is I often find myself going off to do bounties, and I get attacked so regularly going off to do bounties that I end up having to come back. I'll go off to do a bounty and I'll get attacked 3 or 4 times. And at the end of the day, if you're attacked 3 or 4 times, you're kind of running out of materials to keep progressing. So I'd say that's another bit. Like if I do, I don't actually know where the game voting's on, but if I'm going to do War Tales tomorrow, I think I'll start a new campaign, and I will do region locked. Yana, you've already prepped most of your lunch. Nice. And also, Barely, good morning. Good morning. Oh, look how close. Oh, I'm so far away from the edge. What am I doing? Bandit playthrough on stream with a little cannibalism. Oh, do you know what? I've not played with the cannibalism mechanic yet. I've not played with that yet. Oh no, the thing's broken. Hang on. Oh shit, where can I put this? There. Little stands decided to fall apart. Are you back? Kind of. Kind of. I've been slow for you for sure. You're jumping into the next area today. Yeah, I've on my first playthrough, I did get to the next area, but that was when, by just doing storyline stuff, I was not prepared for the next area. I was not prepared for the next area at all. Playing the game the way the game seemed to be suggesting. The next area absolutely kicked my ass. So, yeah, I want to be a lot more prepared before I move to the next area. But yeah, and that's almost what happened. That's almost what happened with when I got my ship. I started having a bit of a wander around with the ship. What is the DLC called? I'm pretty sure the DLC is literally called like Pirate Ship. Oh wait, sorry, it's called Pirates of Balerion. It's called Pirates of Balerion. Anyway, it's got pirates in the title, so and that allows you to go to new areas. And on the adaptive, I don't know if this was better or worse on the adaptive, but good lord, going to a new area on adaptive was... I'm going to be very interested to see what happens when I go to new areas on land in that adaptive playthrough. To see, because like the adaptive says, oh, we match it to where you're up to, where you're kind of like your warband's up to. Oh, I don't know if it actually does. It just seems to make the game harder. It doesn't seem to match it to your people. But who knows? Who knows? Yeah. But the boat thing was interesting. I've not put a lot of time into it, so I can't say exactly how worthwhile the boat thing is. Because when I got to other islands, I was basically too low level for the other islands. Habby Squat, I'm alright. I'm alright. Do you know what though? I am still confused, barely. I'm still confused. I have no preload. I have no preload for Space Marine 2. Despite the fact that I should be able to access it. But I don't know why they're not doing preload. Why would you not do preload? Like, it's obviously available on the Steam servers. Why would you not allow preload? Anyway, I've got all the unlocks though. I just, I'll be perfectly honest with you, was not even paying attention to Pirate Software's stream, but I just left it on in the background. I left it on in the background just so I've got all the drops that are available right now. Though there's a drop that's not available until end of next week, I think. Oh no, week and a half. Week and a half until the next drop's available. I don't think we'll be... Well, I say this. I don't think we'll be doing Space Marine 2 on stream. The game voting at the moment is in favour of War Tales. Based on the game voting, everyone seems to not really care about Soviet Republic anymore. Which is fine. Which is fine. This is why I do the game voting, so I know what people want to see. I was actually surprised. I've seen two people wanted to see more of Return to Moria. And then we've got 2 people want to see Space Marine 2. And then we've got 3 people want to see War Tales. So I think Space Marine 2 will probably end up being an offline thing. Which is fun. Which is fun. I mean, this is, to be fair, this is what I said to you yesterday, wasn't it? Like, I don't think we've got a massive Warhammer 40k fan base here. So it doesn't surprise me. It's gone for War Tales. I think War Tales fits a bit more with what this channel is interested in. The only reason you're streaming is because of Warhammer. Yeah, I get that. I think that makes a lot of sense. Also, because you do. There seems to be more Warhammer 40k conversations going on in your channel when I am in a position to lurkings, and I think your Discord's a bit more into 40k, isn't it? Oops. Same time. Separate but not. This way a bit too bright. Oops. It's a bit more what I want it to be. And it's not the brush. Oh, no, that's my fault. That's my fault. I had the wrong brush selected. Don't blame the game. The game? Don't blame the software. That was all me. Helen, good morning. Or four. Maybe this is no longer do we use. We are not dictated to by the sun. Four. Thumbs, good morning, Thumbs. Morning. How are you both doing? Thumb's kind of overslept. Oh no, so you must. Wait, are you supposed to be in work? Have you overslept and were you like late to work? No. Oh no. Helen, you were lurking. You didn't mean to type. Well, we all know. We all know you're here now. We can see you. We can see you. Yeah. That's fair enough. If you're trying to lurk, I won't interrupt you anymore. As someone who is a serial lurker, I feel like there's nothing worse. And this is to everyone else. This is not to Helen now. Helen can do whatever you want. You're back to lurking. You're back in lurk mode. Okay, this is me just rambling. When I am lurking, sometimes I want to talk. Sometimes I want to talk when I'm lurking. I'm like, oh, I just want to put in a comment on something. Sometimes I want to put in a comment, but then I'm like, oh, but if I talk, then they might ask me a question, and then I'm going to feel obliged to talk for longer. And then, so I end up like not commenting on things that I might want to comment on because I'm like, I just don't want to get into a long conversation. Because I suspect, like most people, I have, I watch streams in the background of doing other things, and it's so easy for me to get into a conversation. So sometimes I'm like, I need to not get into a conversation. I need to just leave them be. Otherwise, I'm not going to get any work done. So I need to not get into that conversation. But so, say like I'll give you an example. I'll be lurking in one of Barely's streams, and there'll be conversations happening about Warhammer 40k, and I'll be like, oh, I could talk so much about Warhammer 40k, but I'm also like there going, I've also got to get rid of all this work, so I need to shut up and not comment. Because if I start talking about that, I'm going to get none of this stuff done. But then equally, sometimes I feel like I need to talk. Like, say someone's having a quiet stream. Sometimes I almost feel like I want to talk, just so that they know there is actually like a real person watching. It's a balance. It's a balancing act, and I don't always get it right. But I know, because I used to be like this when I was in an office. I used to have so much stuff to do, but if someone came over and asked me, like came over and spoke to me, I'd be like, yes, I will talk to you. I'll talk to you for the entire day. And then I'll have to explain to my boss later on that, oh, the work he was expecting isn't going to be there. Okay, I think I'm happy with that arm now. Although I think I might want a little bit more darker shadow in that little well. I'm going to call it a well. I was going to call it a crevasse, but it doesn't feel like it's crevasse enough. So let's just call it a well. I think there should be more darkness in this bit. And then we'll just, and then if we say that line's going down there, so it'll probably be coming up there, which would kind of fit with a little bit of the line that I'd started putting there. So we'll put a little bit of a hint there, and then we'll smooth it off in a sec. And then this one kind of comes up here. So we'll kind of say there's a little bit of a thing going on there, and then this one kind of works here. I don't know if there's actually any. Yeah, I've not really put too much darky bit there. So let's go with that. And then we're giving a little bit of a hint of texture. so that when you zoomed out, it makes a bit more sense. Just remind you need to do an invoice. You do need to do an invoice. Invoices, very important. Invoices are very important. Otherwise, you're just a volunteer. And I'm reasonably certain you're not volunteering. So yes. Yes, do your invoices. Do you know what? That goes for anyone who invoices for stuff. The 5th. It's the 5th of the month. You invoice at the beginning of the month. Make sure you've done it. Because you never know when your invoice is going to get paid. It's like my invoices. My invoices don't get paid as soon as I invoice them. So make sure you're not delaying yourself. I'll probably decide in about 40 minutes time. I'd like to try and do a longer stream today. I need to work out what to do with this tablet, and I'm not 100% decided. But I'd like to try and do a longer stream today, but it'll be as in like I'll do gaming this afternoon. Probably do workers and resources this afternoon. Certainly on the basis of it looks like we're not going to be doing it tomorrow. I'll probably do workers and resources today. I'm going to bring down, like I've done this highlight. This highlight's possibly a little bit more extreme than I wanted it to be, so I'm trying to pull it back a bit, because I'm reasonably certain this highlight is so extreme at the moment. It's almost like the cloak is enchanted, which I'm pretty sure it's not meant to be. Pretty sure that wasn't in the description. So I just want to bring that back a bit. In fact, I might even get rid of that little bit of shine that I've got going down the middle, because this guy's meant to be kind of like the way we described this scene when we were thinking about it was this guy's meant to kind of be away on his own, not really, not quite hidden. Not quite, he's not trying to hide from people, because, I mean, for crying out loud, he's playing a flute. That's terrible. He's rolled a nat 1 if he's trying to hide right now, because he's decided to play a flute. But he is trying to be, like, a bit away from people, so I suppose it doesn't work too well if he's got a giant, shiny... Wait, am I on the... I'm not... I'm trying to blend a layer that I'm not on. There we go, there's the layer. So probably not best to give him a cloak that's doing massive shine. but I do want him to. It's a difficult one when you're doing stuff like this. Kind of like it's making him stand out without making him stand out. Like I want him to be the focal point. I want him to be the focal point of the image without being too obvious, if that makes sense. Thank you for the channel points. Thank you for the channel points. Don't even know where we're up to with that thing. 68%. I think we have to do it by the end of the week. I think by the end of this week that has to be done. 5 days left. Yeah, so 5 days. Yeah, so that's finishing either Monday or Tuesday, depending whether it counts today. So we might have Monday. We might have Monday to finish it off. Wait, what are you? Oh, are you underneath? Oh, did I put you on there? Oh, no. Okay. Well, you're there now. So I did take that one down. Yeah, if we bring those both down to 80, that feels a bit more. That feels a bit more manageable. Boom, 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 boom. What layer are you on? I'll put you. That's better. Although that means that all of you are all in the wrong place. Okay. Let's grab all of you. And I want you to be. I want you to be that, but for now you're going away. For now you're going away while I do this bit. Enjoy your lurkings. Wait, you're browsing? I've just read the second bit and then I've gone to the first bit and I'm intrigued. You're browsing through some remote job offers and some of them are wild. You've seen one for a cook, a welder, and a physiotherapist, all marked as remote jobs. What? I mean, the I, I suppose the cook, you could pre-make people's meals, but yeah, a welder and a physiotherapist. Yeah, when when people post stuff, people just don't really. I'm trying to think. What I'm trying to think of. I've seen examples of this where people just are not even really paying attention to the tags they're putting on. Do you know what that'll be? That'll be some form of recruiter. That'll be some form of recruiter who is using a template. They're using a template for putting up the job offers, and they're not proofreading it before they hit send, and they'll have done a load of remote jobs that probably make perfect sense, and they've just not paid attention to the fact they're using a template for something that it's not meant for. You should apply. Apply. I tell you what, apply to be the cook, and then they'll go, "Oh, how are you going to do this all remotely?" And you'll just be like, "I'm just going to send you Uber Eats stuff. Just send me a message. Just send me a message about what you want for dinner, and I'll just be the person who puts it through Uber Eats, and then it'll get delivered." There you go, sorted. That's how you can be a cook remotely. As for the other ones, I've not got a solution. I've not got a solution to how you would be a physiotherapist remotely. Unless you were training people, maybe you could figure out being a physiotherapist remotely if you were just doing online training courses. Maybe you could do it like that. Also, Little Bit, good morning. Good morning, Little Bit. How you doing? How's it going? You're doing great and sweating buckets. You're a little bit warm. You're a little bit warm, little bit. We're quite cool here today. It's quite cool, which I know doesn't help you at all. Wait, what? Okay, I just went to check the weather and just saw a headline that just completely threw me. That's horrific. Just someone's been murdered by their partner by them throwing petrol on them and setting them on fire. That's awful.